Hello, welcome back to. I literally have been doing Vlogmas. I have literally been doing Vlogmas by accident. I'm just so excited that if you watch my previous video, go watch my conspiracy video. I'm so excited that my internet stopped being slow. For whatever reason, it stopped being slow. Who knows? Maybe I'm crazy. It is what it is. But here we are. If you did not watch my other video, this is me and my sister's tree. These are her decorations. She bought everything here. And I feel like last time I was kind of unappreciative. Like she collected all these things and this is very her style and it's the white Christmas tree is a look. I should turn it on. Oh my gosh, I should turn it on, but I'm not going to. Okay. Then what else? Oh, it's Short Story Saturday. You're like, oh, yeah, show a little more enthusiasm. It's Short Story Saturday. Now, the other day I was talking about Short Story Saturday, and I was talking about these two books. I was talking about Black Enough, which is a collection of YA short stories by different Black authors about Black teens. And this one, A Phoenix First Must Burn, which is another collection of short stories by YA authors with Black characters. But I didn't read either of these this week. I'm rounding the corner. I am rounding the corner. I am coming to the end of my semester for graduate school. And then after we turn in this final project, there's one more group project that I have to finish. After we finish that one group project, I will be free as a bird between now and January 18th. So then I will be reading more and I will put more energy. And here we go. This is what I'm going to actually talk about though. So I didn't read either of these, but I am going to talk about this. So it's Christmas time. I've been making like a couple of Christmas theme videos so far, actually. And this book is called Murder at Christmas. And this is going to be basically like discussing some of the stories in here and kind of a review. Let me just give an impression. Okay. This is 10 classic crime stories for the festive season. Now, these are all stories that are kind of set during winter time. Some of them reference Christmas, some of them don't. And they're classic. So that means they're like older stories. They don't have like the publishing dates next to every story, but these are like stories set in like the 1850s to like the 1900s type of era. Okay. So these are not recent stories. And last year, my intention was I bought two of these. So I bought this one for myself and the other one for my mother. And my intention was we were going to read these like 12 days of Christmas. And we were going to start on like the 13th or something and like read. You could just read one story a day. Is there 12 stories? No, there's 10. So clearly I'm like, don't know what I'm talking about. But I was going to read it kind of like 10 days of Christmas, 12 days of Christmas. It had wiggle room. Anyway, but the point was we were supposed to read this whole thing last year together as a buddy read. And that was like my intention. I was like, Merry Christmas. How much fun am I? We're reading together. We always read together. We're in our book club together. Anyway. But what ended up happening was these stories are so boring. Like these stories are so boring. They are. We're picking it back up because we have it. We both have it. My mom literally texted me in like November. It's like, what are we gonna do with when are we gonna what story are we starting with? And I'm like, girl, I don't even know. I have to look at it. Let me just describe to you the first two stories. Now, the first story is set in the Snapdragon Inn. I think that's what it's called. Hold on. The Snapdragon Inn, I believe. You're probably like, what? Yeah, this is a chatty video. Go with me. I'm not prepared for this at all. I just sat down and started talking. But the first story, I very vividly remember. It's literally set in like an old-timey old folks home. And I've never thought about that before. Like, what were old folks homes like before the modern era? Apparently, it was literally like a big house. Someone who was like wealthy got older and like didn't have the same income. So they started renting out rooms in their large home to other people their age. And that's basically how old folks' homes started. I'm just speculating that's how they started in general, but that's what happened in this specific series. So they had like a cook that works for them, and like I think they had like a visiting doctor or a visiting nurse. That's not the point. The point is it's like it's set in the old folks home, which is just like a boarding house, but it's like all the people there are old and ancient. No, no offense to like older folks, but like anyway, it was so boring. I remember it was like one of those cases. It was like a crime case where someone had stolen something out of the house. It was boring. It was boring. And they were interviewing all of the like obnoxious older folks, and it was crazy. And then the detective was forced to like sit with them during their like, it was like their Christmas celebration, and they all had like their little they all had like a little tray of food, and they were all opening presents in slow motion. Like, you really have to read it to get a sense of what I'm talking about. It was like a weird story. It was just, I don't know. And then the next one, there was another story where a girl had gone home to her parents' house, and she was the only one there because no one was there yet because everybody was out of town for some reason. It was like they were either going to meet her there for Christmas, or they were away for Christmas and they were coming back and she was the first one back. I don't remember. I read it a year ago. Do you think that I refreshed myself? Do you think that I did my due diligence and refreshed myself on these stories? No, clearly I'm just sitting here talking. So she comes home to an empty house, and while she's there, it's like a wealthy, nice house, and someone's breaking in, essentially. And like the story is kind of suspenseful because she's like trying to hide and be like, do they know that I'm here? Are they aware that I'm home? Like, are they gonna find me? La la la. So she gets out of this situation. They find her in a room. She gets out of the situation by doing like an accent and pretending like she's not one of the people who owns the house. She's pretending like she's breaking in too. And she like puts on a whole show, a whole song and dance. And then she escapes and she goes to tell the police. And that's how that story ends. And it was boring. Like retelling it sounds pretty interesting. It was like on a scale from low, medium, high, it was like low level suspenseful. It was kind of suspenseful, but it was also like, where the is this going? Where the F is this shit going? Like, honestly, like, and that's it. I read another one, but like these stories, like the twists in these stories aren't as interesting in 2020 or in 2019 as they were 100 years ago. The twists are boring. The setups are kind of boring. They're loosely set around Christmas time. It's not necessarily Christmas in every story. I don't know. I can't recommend this, but I am going to read more stories from this and come on here and I guess just sit here with you guys and roast them every Saturday for Short Story Saturday. In addition to, I hope I like some of these stories better for sure. Happy Vlogmas Short Story Saturday. Anyway, that's the end of this video. I don't have anything else to talk about. I did want to talk about, I got these little magazines. Mad Christmas magazine haul. First of all, I don't know what, my parents got a subscription to some other magazine that they actually enjoy more. And they got like, a free one with that. And this is like a free subscription that they got. Like, no one reads Women's Day. No shade, but who reads Women's Day? So they got this and they're like, oh, we're going to send it to you, Karina. And I'm like, thanks. So I have that. Goodbye. And then I bought Aisha Curry's magazine. This is the first one I bought. Oh my gosh. Imagine. She's so beautiful. Imagine waking up that pretty. I mean, I know she's wearing makeup and stuff, but she's so gorgeous, be honest. So I got this and I'm like, I might get this on the back. I'm a Neutrogena bitch. So I'm like, I need some rapid tone repair. Listen, that lighting in my kitchen is trash. The lighting in my kitchen is trash. If you watch any of my cooking videos, I look so bad. And it's just like, ugh. It's the lighting, I swear, right? Because I don't look like that. And I'm like, I literally, after watching my video back from yesterday, I literally stood in the like mirror looking at myself and I'm like, that's not how I look. I have hyperpigmentation, but it's my skin is so like weird and it's like pale and dark at the same time in that lighting. It's like weird. The lighting is so bad. I can't really say anything about it. So I got this. I haven't read anything of it yet. I got Southern Living, and it's like 230 pages of tradition. 25 years of beautiful white cakes for Christmas. So I got that. And I got Victoria. This is like, speaking of old people, like I'm an old lady. I'm like an old lady on the inside. I love Victoria magazine and Tea Time. Girl, stop. This is why I put it at the end of the video. People don't watch to this long. People don't watch to the very end. Y'all don't know. I'm spilling my secret that I'm an old lady and I like old lady magazines. But y'all aren't ever gonna know because you're not gonna watch this long. And if you did, leave a little Christmas or holiday emoji, whatever holiday you like. Whatever holiday you like, or whatever holiday you believe in and celebrate, of course. Bye. Peace.